Hey, I am hanging out today at Jackie Lesser headquarters with my baseball hat and my love earrings. And I'm here to talk to you right now about the freedom phrase that I found this morning. And freedom is my highest value. I want to feel free. And what I've been noticing is that there are a lot of people that are talking to me about how they don't feel free, how they feel really stuck. And I am no stranger to feeling stuck. I mean, that's I definitely get myself to a point where I feel stuck and want to break out of that. But a lot of times people don't know how to break out of that. People feel stuck in, this is what I'm hearing recently, in anger. People are feeling stuck in resentment. People are feeling stuck in frustration, in helplessness, in hopelessness. And man, that's a heavy and hard place to be. There's not a lot of room for movement there. And it's untenable at this point. And I think it's happening around a lot of circumstances and situations like the economy, the political climate, people feel stuck in their careers, they feel stuck in their physical, in their bodies with regard to their health and well-being. They may feel stuck in relationships, that are just getting really untenable. And so I wanted to share this freedom phrase with you. And right before I do that, because it really does unlock the stuck, that doorway between you and freedom. But before I do that, I just wanted to share, what is it that makes people stuck? It looks like there are circumstances, like my job has me stuck, but it's not really the job. It's really about how you think about the job or how you're thinking about your career. So for example, I have to stay in this job because it gives me insurance and I have to pay, for my child's asthma drug. That's really, really true. But is that the only way to get your child's asthma drug or your insurance needs taken care of? So what happens a lot, like another example might be, I'll never have the body that I want because I can never cook at home. I work too late and I can't make good choices at 9 o'clock at night when I'm starving. So it's these ways of thinking and these perspectives that keep us stuck in these circumstances and situations that causes the anger, the frustration, the hopelessness, and the helplessness. And so really to get unstuck, you got to drill down and say, wait a second, what's my perspective? How am I looking at this? What am I making this mean? And the freedom phrase that I found this morning was, I am willing to see this differently. I am willing to see this differently. You see, because as a human being, the one right that we have that can't be taken from us is that we do have free will, our free will to think the way that we want to think. And so those thoughts cannot be interrupted unless we are willing to think otherwise. And so the key to breaking free from being stuck is to be willing, just to be willing to see things differently. And when you're willing to see things differently, life can rush in and give you some other ways of looking at it. You could look at things as possibility. You could look at things as an opportunity. You could look at things as a gift, even if it's in strange wrapping. I have a procedure at the end of this week, a medical procedure that I was dreading and feeling stuck in my dread. And, a lot of people have said to me, oh my God, it's so awful. It's going to be terrible. And I realized, God, I feel so stuck in this anxiety. And it hasn't even happened yet. So I thought, when I opened the book this morning, A Course of Love, which I read pretty religiously, and I saw this phrase, I am willing to see this differently. I thought, oh my God, how can I see this procedure differently? I could see this procedure as a time to take some time and space for myself, to just rest and not work that day. I see it as scheduling this procedure and having it done is a very adult thing to do. I'm taking care of business. So there are different ways. I don't have to see it as dread, and I don't have to have the anxiety that went along with it before I change my perspective. So your tip for the day is to be willing to see things differently when you feel stuck. And I have a question for you. Is there anyone else in your life, in your world, that you know of that would benefit from hearing about this? Yeah? Would you share it with them? Thank you. Thanks for spreading the love.